Fuck you.
Just saying.
Things have changed a lot since he left town.
That's for sure.
I gotta send a message of who's really in charge of things now. Welcome home. I'm gonna make you wish that you'd stayed gone. Say hello to a new status quo. Everyone knows that there's a brand new dawn. Turn the TV on!
Camera speeds rolling in 3, 2.
Top of the hour, and we're discussing a certain has-been who has been spotted cavorting around town after a 7-year absence. Did anybody miss him? Did anybody notice? More on tonight's program. So the radio demon is back in town. Why is he hanging around? What does that mean for your family? Well, Handley, I've got good news. He's a loser, a fossil, and I don't mean to sound hostile, but the demon is a coward! You can take that as gospel. Pulling my viewers impossible. I'm visual, he's barely audible. Stop giving him the time of day. Don't listen to a word he'd say. I hope he had a nice vacay, but he should have stayed away. While he hid in radio, we pivoted to video. Now his medium is getting bloody rare. Hell's been better since he split. Where's he been? Who gives a shit?
Salutations! Good to be back on the air. Yes, I know it's been a while since someone with style treated hell to a broadcast. Sinners rejoice!
What a dated voice!
Instead of a clout-chasing, mediocre video podcast, is Luke's insecure, pursuing a lure, living between this fat and that, is nothing working?
Ignore his chirping!
Every day he's got a new format.
You're looking at the future! He's the shit that comes before that!
Is Lux as strong as he purports, or is it based on his support? He'd be powerless without the other bees.
Oh, please!
And here's the sugar on the cream. He asked me to join his team. I said no, and now he's pissy. That's the tea.
You old-timey prick! I'll show you suffering!
Uh-oh, the TV is buffering.
I'll destroy you!
I'm afraid you've lost your signal. Let's begin. I'm gonna make you wish that I'd stayed gone. Tune on in when I'm done. Your status quo will know its race is run. Oh, this will be fun.
Fuck!
Retransmission. Segment 5. Acquiring contemporaneity. It has been 105 days since the Great Catastrophe. The messenger speaks.
The color blue. We believe everyone sees it as we do. Ocean, sky, international Klein blue. What's to say yours and mine are of the same hue? Do you truly see it as I do? Frequencies so high, only a few can hear their cue. A heightened response to the taste of food. Colors invisible to the human eyes, save for a few. A high voice, perceived as living glass. Perceptions shape reality. Colorblindness, tinnitus, supertasting, tetrachromacy, synesthesia. Reality is a mathematical model which gets solved over and over again by the observer. Your thoughts are computations, and they render this world for you to call your own. Not all processors are alike. Different brains produce different realities. The variations go from the subtle to the drastic. Your mind defines how much you can taste, how much you can feel, how much you can understand. Perception defines perspective. sees a skull, the other sees a woman in a mirror. Where one hears silence, the other will hear entrancing voices. You experience what your brain allows you to perceive. We designed you and made sure to engineer your senses so you could perceive just what we needed you to, neither more nor less. There are parts of time we preferred you to remain blind to. It was a necessity. We have 6 senses, you have 5. Can you guess the one missing? Overload your mind's capacity. For centuries, humanity has fought for freedom. The real cage is not around you. It is in you. Your mind will not allow you to wander in uncharted territories. A Faraday cage for the mind. A concealed straitjacket. Events such as Upsweep and Julia fuel internet conspiracies. Sounds unknown, heard only once. A cabinet of curiosities for the modern age. And yet, they were messages just like this one, waiting for their observer, their compatible processor. Human visionaries developed a vague awareness of their limits. They wrote obscure research papers, popular science fiction novels, some asking us to stop the world. But that's all they ever were, fictions. How could they not be? Reality is what the observer allows it to be. The Doppler effect, the Mobius strip, déjà vus, Cicada 3301, UVB 76, Eureka effects, ambigrams and anamorphosis, P versus NP. Is Schrodinger's cat dead or alive? It all depends on what you perceive, on what the cage is not hiding for you to see. Think. Let your mind be free. Explore the borders of your reality.
Okay, so I see there's anticipation on the truth behind. Either I am the one known as Poseidon, and if so, I'm a king of the sea, as the legends say. I notice the sea creatures have gathered off the coast anticipating my answer to this. Well, the answer is yes, I'm the one that they call Poseidon, but it is not what you think, and I am no king of the ocean per se, at least not like the stories I have heard. My title as Poseidon came from our battle against a great evil long ago, whereas my role in the battle was control over the elemental forces. Mainly it was my mastery over the combination of the elements that created massive storm disasters, specifically sandstorms and tornadoes created from the coastal weather patterns that ended up eventually becoming the embellished character of barroom legends of Poseidon, king of the sea. Don't get twisted though, I'm no joke. Many of the recent Category 5 and beyond supercell storms over the ocean and other extreme disasters lately have been because of my testing my ability, its limits.
Retransmission, Segment 6, Acquiring Contemporaneity. It has been 109 days since the Great Catastrophe. The messenger speaks.
Wake up. Not from a dreamless sleep or an absence of light, but from a reality that will soon cease to be. Wake up. The next chapter is unstoppable. And yet, the greatest revolutions sometimes originate from the confines of impossibility, do they not? Change your mind, subvert your perception, stop this world, bend it into something new. Destiny is not without irony. Here I am, imploring a lesser version of myself to do what I could never do. In this timeless moment, you and I are a bridge, both of us from different eras meeting halfway at the narrowing of the hourglass in this ocean of sand. It is not enough to tell time. You must learn time. Reality is a simulation. Break the code. And in so doing, escape the inescapable. Fill in the blanks, the ones hiding between words, between worlds. Find the spaces that we could not erase, the variables that ended up erasing us. If you do not, they will erase you as well. Time told of a story that ended with us, and now it tells of a story that ends with you. Once upon a time, a new story will begin. After the functions which run our days have scattered into an array of random numbers, we found solace in order. We thought it would help us rule the world. We were wrong. Order never served us. It has kept us within the code, within the boundaries. We were tricked into thinking we were the ones writing the rules, when they were in fact guiding us to our conclusion. You need to transgress. You of all people understand the value of disobeying. Take an unexpected turn away from the path that is drawn straight ahead of you. The Animus was humankind's first unconscious attempt to explain what it could not see. Understanding genetic memories, an eye into history. But the Animus bears a fatal flaw. It follows the rules from those who embrace order, just as we did. It allows you to witness, but not alter. Your Animus is different, as is the mind that imagined it. It could escape the code. It could do that leap and make possible a decision that defies the order of things that are. Wake up. Be the chaos that comes to be. Gods are just like you and me. Remember, nothing is real. Everything is permitted.